Her first conscious thought is diffuse, shaded by a sarong, like she used to do to the lamp back in the Surrey Hills flat, when she was expecting a gentleman caller, as Bronnie, her actor flatmate, would joke. She hasn't thought of Bronwyn in years, wonders what she is doing now. Aspirations of playing Sydney Theatre Company scored a couple of ads. Lives diverge. Best friends are gone from the radar. Nobody can be bothered with the upkeep. Weeds in a rental's garden. She drifts in dark grey mist for a while. Then the bulb in her head brightens. Where is she? A vehicle of some kind? With who? She tries to sit up but can't. Her legs are bound together, and her hands. Panic floods her. "Let me go!" she screams as the vehicle bumps over rough ground. When there is no answer, she bellows, "Help!" drawing out the sound as long as her breath can hold. Fear is sprouting by the millisecond, wrapping her up, strangling her. She has had too much to drink anyway, plus those joints. Tonight, just one more in life's spilled ashtray. Dancing at the pub, she remembers that. Then what? It's blank as the sheet of paper noting her lifetime achievements. She screams at least 3 more times, then stops. It is pointless. Light from a half moon spills into the back of the vehicle, but otherwise it's pitch out there. This is as far from artificial light as you can be. No roads, no petrol stations, no people. She envisages the car's headlights probing a black, endless belly. No chance of confirmation possible from here on the gritty surface she's lying on. Has to be a 4-wheel drive, for out here, where there are only tracks, even gravel is a rare luxury. She understands now, in some ethereal way, that this night has long been promised her. She should never have listened to him. Wasn't doom squatting in her heart the moment she heard his message? Despite her bound feet and her hands tied behind her back, she manages to roll on her side. She fights to get her torso off the deck, stretches her neck up at a weird angle. "Please, I'll do anything you want." Her words are soaked in desperation, but she can't bring herself to believe they will change anything. The bullet had been fired long ago. All this time it has been travelling unerringly to the target she'd painted on her own chest. The driver pays no heed to her, does not tell her to shut up, does not slow down, or even reach around to clip her. For all she knows, he has earphones in, listening to music. Perhaps it is the drugs, but she feels an inability to offer any further physical resistance. Hers is a resignation near total. For 8 years, her life has been a shadowland. It seems that will soon come to an end. The creeping anxiety, the paranoia, leaves whispering in accusation, the derisive hiss of comas on even the most deserted of beaches. Another wave of anguish surges through her. "Anything!" she screams, going through the motions, but deep inside, knowing the torpedo tube door is already welded shut. The lassitude settles over her again. Bronwyn got a part in a mini-series, didn't she? She'd forgotten that. Remembers now a wrap party somewhere near Taylor Square. Genuine coke off toilet lids. They'd gone their separate ways when the lease ran out. 9 years. Bronnie might be a mother by now. The first trip to the West had been a high point, no pun intended. Opportunities stretched in front of her like endless lines of coke. Shitty analogy. There is no invention in her now. Hasn't been for years. Her mouth opens to cry out, but this time, all she manages are sobs. An image of a long-ago Christmas Eve comes to her. Satin pajamas and coloured lights around her family garage. Snacks laid out for visitors. White Christmas, nuts, pretzels. She'd helped her mum. It made her feel grown up. She'd waited in bed long after the guests had gone, and her little brother had stopped chattering and plunged into dreamland. She'd waited full of determination and expectation, alert for the sound of reindeer hooves. And then she drifted towards oblivion, just like now. Finally, she had capitulated, her vigil unsuccessful. The car slows and stops. Her muscles tighten. Terror has formed a mold around her,